A doctor of medicine, university professor, a world-famous pioneering surgeon, St. Luke lived from 1877 to 1961, served the church as an archbishop while conducting his surgical practice and writing books and articles on regional anesthesia and surgery. An outspoken confessor of the faith, he was exiled and tortured numerous times, and became widely known as a miracle worker. With his background in the natural sciences, he critiqued the idea of grand-scale evolution both theologically and scientifically. In an article entitled Science and Religion, he wrote, "Darwinism, which declares that man, by means of evolution, has developed from the lower species of animals, and is not a product of the creative act of the Godhead, has turned out to be merely a supposition, a hypothesis, which has become obsolete even for science. This hypothesis has been acknowledged as contradictory not only to Bible, but to nature itself, which jealously strives to preserve the purity of each species and knows of no transition, even from a sparrow to a swallow. There are no known facts of a transition of an ape into a man. That is, species, understood as a group of organisms that is able to interbreed and produce fertile offspring. This was the generally accepted definition of species during the first half of the 20th century, a definition that corresponds with the patristic teaching of the biblical kinds of living things. In 1940 and again in 1942, evolutionary biologist Ernst Mayr proposed a definition what was much less limiting. A species is a group that is reproductively isolated from other such groups, in other words, does not generally mate with another group, although it may be capable of doing so. This new definition of species is today accepted by many biologists. Because it is so loose, evolutionists can more easily make the claim that one species, actually a breeding population, has evolved into another. This, for example, the polar bear and the grizzly bear are classified in modern taxonomy as separate species, although they are capable of mating with each other and producing fertile offspring. According to the biblical teaching as elucidated by the Holy Fathers, however, it is evident that polar and grizzly bears are but different varieties within one of the original, created kinds. St. Luke the surgeon and confessor,